Hey guys! So I am very exhausted. I just started a new job which doesn't have a uniform, which I'm very happy at because the only other place that I have worked at was Noodles & Company, where I had to wear a stupid hat that I really didn't like. My peripheral vision stopped here, and a single shirt that they gave me over and over until its primary state was gross and there were holes everywhere, and that is now my fucking shirt. However, most of my shirts are graphic tees and some of them have references that are just kind of curious. So it doesn't really fit with the aesthetic of the place, so I had to get some new shirts for work. So where do I go first? My favorite place in the world, the thrift store. So I was looking around in the men's stuff for t-shirts for work, but they didn't have much because a lot of times they don't have a lot of small and medium men's stuff. But they do have a ton of women's stuff, and I was like, fine, I'll look in the women's section, it might give me dysphoria, but oh no! I found this gem. Minnesota Nice Pride shirt. This is now my new favorite t-shirt. I wore it at work one morning and got a ton of compliments from people. I finally have a gay shirt. It's only been years since I've come out. Now when I was young, my dad used to take me to the thrift store with him, but me being ages 3 to 11, he spent about 4 kid hours in there, even though it was only about 30 minutes. But then when I got older, my own driver's license and currency to spend on things, I have loved the thrift store with my entire heart. It is where I get a lot of my clothes now, and if I don't get my clothes from there, I get them from Target or eBay. My dad normally went to the thrift store to find things like flags because he has a problem, or maps that are worth a lot more than he paid for because he has a problem, or some sort of weird tool like a very old wood plane, or a little pasta die press that he found for $1.39 for me the other week, or some sort of decorative thing. Well, I normally go there for clothes. Now my thrift store of choice is Arks Value Village, which is on a road called Wayzata Boulevard, which if you then continue north, there is another thrift store called Unique Thrift. So sometimes if I can't find something that I would like at Arks Value Village, I can just head north a couple miles to Unique Thrift. Although up until a while ago, Unique Thrift was managed bad, but now it's a lot better. So here are some gems that I've found over the years. This is where I get a ton of my Batman stuff because obsession. My father has found me multiple Star Trek shirts which are very good. I did not know things like this would exist, because Star Trek merchandise from the original series and Next Generation stopped really being a thing in the 80s, probably maybe 90s. I didn't have many female clothes this summer. I had mostly graphic tees back from my high school more male days, so I had to get some shirts and found some lovely stuff like this. I don't wear this very much anymore because I've gone to the male side, but summer's coming so we might pull this out again. My favorite sweater of all time! Although technically it's just a waffle knit 3/4 length shirt. Or it is a waffle knit long sleeve shirt and my orangutan arms are just too long for it. The fingertip shorts rule in elementary, middle, and high school was hell for me. I got some more normal stuff, especially for my emo goth stuff now, because I'm apparently reliving high school, but differently. How could this happen to me? It is where I got a lot of my steampunk stuff, which I wore in 10th and 11th grade, but you don't really see much of that in media, because I didn't take many pictures at that time, or if I did, it's someone I am no longer associated with, and so they've been deleted off the face of the earth. And we've also found some really weird things. This is a Batwoman Scrubs top that was still laser pressed from the factory. So it came directly from there to the thrift store. And I can put bandages in these pockets and then walk around being a nuisance. I also go 2 different places if I want to find stuff for cosplay. Either eBay or a thrift store. That's what we're talking about. If you've watched any of my Robin cosplay logs, you will know that is where I got the mop that then turned into the Eskrima sticks. That is where I found the base belt for my utility belt. And we remember that I used the tin of a biscuit Pillsbury can for the buckle. From 9th to 10th grade, father found me a red jacket from my Grell cosplay, which you can see evidence of on my old YouTube channel if you can find that. It's actually where I've gone for other cosplays that haven't been made yet because I'm very busy with life. I'm also a procrastinator. I've also found some really cool things that unfortunately I don't have to show you. I got my friend Angela a lovely toadstool themed tea set for one of her birthdays for $9, I think. It was several years ago, she might not even have it anymore. I got my mother some lovely, nice, soft fashion scarves for Christmas this year from the thrift store. Things that I love about the thrift store, you can find a wide variety of things instead of just heavily branded Calvin Klein and only polo shirts and only Marvel type t-shirts because they have a special brand deal or something. It's also a hell of a lot cheaper than anything else. I can buy half a freaking wardrobe for $20 using tag sales and everything, and it would be several $100s at, you know, JCPenney or Macy's, because I didn't realize how expensive that was until I was the one purchasing the things. Also, Arks Value Village is also a charity thrift store where you can round up your purchase to the nearest dollar and donate that to people with disabilities and their sort of support groups. They hire a wide variety of people. I'm not sure how much they pay because I've not looked it up, but they take care of their employees. That's why I won't go to places like Salvation Army because they're very anti-LGBT and your donations do not go to helping people. They go to the stores to turn a profit. But that's another story. But along with my DIY or die type lifestyle, the thrift store has become my best friend. I used to think that the thrift store was all crusty, dirty things, but it's actually not. It is very good. Sometimes you'll find things directly from a store still boxed that will come in because they couldn't sell them or they ordered too many extras and are now no longer selling it. The Minnesota Nice Pride shirts, there were about 5 of them in a couple different sizes, so I think it might have come from some sort of fundraiser or something and they just had some extras. You'll find a lot of the same things sometimes, which is obviously from a box store or from a manufacturer where an order was canceled or something. Then you also find things that are completely out of print, like those Star Trek shirts that do not exist in the market anymore. Or like the maps that my father finds that are $800 something, but he purchases them for $3 because someone donated it not knowing what it was. Sucker. But anyway, if you haven't ever visited your local thrift store, you might want to do that. It's really an interesting scavenger hunt. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. I am exhausted. I have a new job, plus all the crafts and projects that I am doing, which you're not gonna see. It's just I'm making some computer and I'm making some gifts for friends, so hope that you enjoyed this little dive into my favorite form of store, and I guess that's all I've got for you guys today. We'll see you guys next time.